What's up, guys? Hope you're all doing well. I think we're kind of just hop on and hang out for a bit today. Thought about playing something, but I was like, you know what? Let's just do some like casual game stuff that we normally start stream with, and go from there. Maybe do some like bracket fight stuff. It's been a while since I've done any of those, so could be fun to do. Let me throw some music on as well while we kind of load up here. I did just also record for anyone interested a review for the end of Oak Street, which I'll need to still edit. So that'll be I don't know. Ideally out tomorrow, but I don't know for sure when that'll get out the door. So stay tuned for that. I saw it yesterday. All right. Let's see. Should we start with some Wordle today? I also I was debating picking up. I made a post on these previously, but McDonald's has these Godzilla toys that are like Hello Kitty collab, which I'm not a Hello Kitty person, but I'm a big Godzilla fan, and they looked kind of fun. I mean, they're cheap plastic, but I think they're only like a few bucks, but it sounds like they're not it's hit or miss on if certain places have them or not. These things. Let's see, drop my face down. But some of them are kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of like your classic Godzilla monsters. Like, I'm looking at like this picture, for example. You have Godzilla, Space Godzilla, Mecha, Ghidorah, Rodan, Mothra, Destroya, and Gigan. So, pretty recognizable monsters from back in the day. So that was kind of fun, but I probably will hold off on grabbing any of those. But it was a kind of a cool collab. Anytime we get Godzilla, I'm all for it. So, all right, let's run some Wordle. Start things off here, shall we? Let's run some Wordle. What should we start with? But clean. L, okay. We do with L here. Thinking like Boulder could be beginning of that. I know there's not going to end in an S, but we can see if there's an S in it by doing this at least. No S. Oh, I put the L in the same spot too. Hello. Well, what do we have here? This one's tough today. We have no vowels so far, so that doesn't really help us, honestly. Also no Y, so it's not like bully or anything like that. Okay. Got some information. Still only, we have all the vowels, so there's only I's. Really? Okay. Thinking like chili, but that's not it, so nope. Nope. Makeup boards over here. Okay, it is something ILL. 2 guesses left. We're running out of guesses here. Grill. Feels like a decent one. Why is that not? Oh, there we go. Double L is not easy. One vowel and double L. Took a while. All right, let's run some connections. Shall we? What is happening here? Why is it like checkerboard today? I don't understand why they're like checkerboard colored today. Is it like a holiday of some kind? It's throwing me off a little bit. I'm wondering if there's like a reason for it. Hide, obscure, mask, blanket, like the cover kind of. Conceal, yep. Yeah, I don't know why we're doing the color thing. Yeah, what else do we have here? I don't even know what row means. That one's gonna be tough to get. Seoul, like in Korea? I mean, it's not spelled the same way, but we have foot and soul there, but I think that's a misdirect. Picnic basket, ants, things in a park. I don't know. How about breeze, cinch, like easy? I don't know what the other one would be though. Like quickly, easily. In a pickle, in a cinch. I don't feel good about that. One away though, okay. One away with that combo. It's hard when I don't know what this word means. That's gonna make this tough. We'll remember those 4 had a 3 combo. Man. Cocoa. Thinking like powder. Yeah, today this one might be a fail. This one's not easy. Would Seoul, Korea have anything to do with any of these? I mean, they're all pretty short words, so I don't know if they would be starting with or ends with things. Yeah, dude, this one's tough. This one is tough. I think we try to build off of this. We had 3 out of 4 here. I don't even know which 3, to be honest. I think breeze and cinch I feel good about. It's snap and pickle that I'm like not sure of. Well, maybe not breeze actually. Because in a snap, in a pickle, in a cinch, in a breeze doesn't make as much sense there. Uh-oh. Picnic can't mean many more things than a picnic, right? Not even close. Well, I'm debating if I should look up what this word means. What's up, Matthew? We're getting cooked a little bit by the connections here. I don't know why they are colored today. I'm wondering if there's a reason, but honestly, it's kind of throwing me off more than anything. I'm gonna look up what this word means. For today, I'm gonna allow myself to do that. What does that mean? It's like flowing liquid? Is that what this is saying? Okay. Well, that doesn't help me a ton. It's a Modern Warfare 2. Playing on Vet, is that the hardest? That sounds at least one of the harder ones. So like a current of water. Dude, I think we're in trouble here. What would that have to do with anything else? Got nothing. One away. Okay, actually. How was that one away? So current of water. Does that have a connection with Korea? I think we're going to lose today, honestly. Do they make cocoa in Korea? Maybe. One of the places they source it from. So these 4 was one away. We got one away 2 separate times because these 4 were one away, and then also these 4 were one away. You would think that would help me, but surely it does not. Could breeze be one of the connections? I mean, breeze is one of the words. So it's in one of the connections. These 4 were close. It was one away from this one. But I don't feel good about which one. And I don't really see another one that I would consider, to be honest. Yeah, I think we're in trouble on this one today. I think we take the L in connections today. Yeah, what up, Bullcube? What should we guess for, that one or the other one? Because this one we had U4, which I don't even have an idea what the connection here is. Because unless it's like things found in Korea, which I'm gonna have no shot at getting that. I think this one should be easy. It should be a breeze. It should be a cinch. It should be that's where I think Inna is the thing. In a pickle, in a cinch. But also like snap could mean like quickly. Can't sleep. Well, hopefully we can try to say help with that, but I don't know. Hopefully you get enough sleep regardless. Yeah, I think we probably lose this. I don't even have like a better next up guess. Like if it was easily or in a something, What other one makes sense? In an ant? No. Soul? No. Foot? I don't see that either. Basket? Maybe. In a basket? In a base? I'm thinking we go with basket. I just don't know what I take out. In a pickle, in a basket, in a cinch, in a breeze. Screw it. YOLO. All right, what was the answer? Piece of cake. Okay. Have you guys ever had anyone describe something as easy as a picnic? I mean, maybe this is a learning opportunity. A picnic is something that's a piece of cake. I don't get why that makes sense at all. Picnic, alternate meeting. In a casual conversation, picnic refers to something effortless, simple, or highly enjoyable. Okay. Sure. Words before ball. I should have seen that one. Baseball, basketball, football, pickleball. That's one I could have gotten. Homophones of CGI animated films. Ants, which is spelled with a Z. Coco, which actually my last video on the channel has Coco. Soul. And Rio? Is Rio the one with the iguana? In fairness, I don't mind. Like, this one should have been easy for me. This one I feel like is cheeky. I can deal with it. I don't love this one. Picnic as a piece of cake. I guess I'll start using that. When you guys hear me say something was a picnic, now you'll know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I've never heard that either. These other ones, I probably should have gotten this one. Baseball, basketball, football. They had me thinking, like, picnic was there to be a distraction because you had basket. Base, maybe I should have considered that because I was like, what is base going to be used for? Yeah, okay, well. Not our best showing. That's all right. I will do box office game 2025. Warner Bros. August 2025. Honestly, I think this is around when Weapons came out. Let's throw Weapons out there. Yep. They made a ton of money there. Is that a Marvel thing? What was that one? The dude they're gonna be in the next Avengers. The group that has David Harbour in it. Thunderbolts? No. No. I mean, I know what you did last summer came out like July. I don't think it would have still been in theaters though. Yeah, I was thinking that. Too. Apparently not though. All right, let's see what this Disney one is. Here We Go Again. Okay, so it's a sequel. Doesn't help me. That's like the lamest tagline ever. Like, if you could have like a worse tagline, I don't know if you could beat this. Here We Go Again. Where are we going? Oh, it's wait, no, is it? It's not Freaky Friday. It's Mean Girls again, right? Mean Girls 2. No, is it Freaky Friday? Freakier Friday? Yeah, okay. I mean, that does make sense for the movie. Yeah, I don't think it's on there too. Gave your hamster fresh food and water. That would make me happy. Nobody ruins his vacation. Okay, I'm thinking action comedy. Bob, I was thinking, honestly, isn't Nobody the name of it? No, some other Bob Odenkirk. What else was he in last year? I was thinking Nobody was the answer to that one. Nobody 2. Okay, yeah. Kind of weird they had it in the tagline name. All right, Disney, welcome to the family. I mean, that sounds like a Fast and Furious, but no, it's not. Pedro Pascal. Oh, Fantastic Four? No? Wait, is there another Fantastic Four? Welcome to the family with Pedro. First Steps. Is that the name of it? Yeah. Universal. Back in Badness. Doesn't sound great. Sam Rockwell, though. I feel like this is animated. Kind of feel like this is animated. It is. In fact, animated. What was he in that was animated? Mark Marone. Let's get the details here. Oh, this is just called isn't it just called Bad Guys? Something. The Bad Guys? They wouldn't have that in the title then, right? Okay, apparently they do. It's weird that normally they would have this blurred out, but because it's a sequel, apparently they allow it to be in the plot. All right, let's we kind of cleared up today. Honestly, the only one of these I've seen is Weapons, but heard of the other ones at least. A lot of sequels, which kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense. All right, let's jump over to the Cinenerdle today. Is this worth doing? This makes me think of Zodiac, right? Yeah, I haven't seen either of them. I remember the trailer though. Ruffalo and Gyllenhaal together, right? Maybe. Okay, this is obviously a James Bond. Okay. It's tough today. These are all just actors with what they do in the movie. I don't know who Judi Dench is. I don't know if I know John Carroll Lynch either. Yeah, I put those together already. Thought so too. What else would go with that then? I don't know if any of these really work with that still then. Try you maybe? Okay. Apparently that's the person in Zodiac maybe. Are all Fiennes in that movie? No. I'm literally just throwing stuff left and right. Yeah, we have him and Sam Jackson, but journalist, unless they're trying to be cheeky. Christopher Waltz feels like he'd be a bad guy in a Daniel Craig, right? Put you down there, maybe. Spy agency. Okay. Well, we unfortunately have one this way and this way, so we're gonna have to move stuff around now. Also, we have one this way now. What the heck? Jamie Foxx, Mark Ruffalo, Javier Bardem. There's too much going on here. We have too many columns and rows happening. Too many columns and rows here. I hope this is actually supposed to be the... Oh. Let's put you down here. Okay. Collateral. That was the 5th movie. Yeah, he is the detective, and Jamie Foxx is the driver. I don't know if I remember Javier Bardem. Was he like, maybe he was in the oh, driver crashes on purpose? Yeah. Was he in the club? Maybe he was in the club. All right, we have that one. We have that one knocked out. Great movie too. If you've never seen Collateral, definitely give it a watch. Maybe my favorite Tom Cruise movie, to be honest. Could be. All right, so we have accompanies a skilled killer. Leo owns a plantation, and Sam Jackson is shot. I'm trying to think of Leo movies. I never saw one battle after another, but I don't know. What's a Leo movie with Sam Jackson and Jamie Foxx in it? Django? Yeah, I think you're right on that one. What would be the one to go with that, though? I don't know what our 4th one would be then. Kurt Russell, psychiatrist. Cameron Diaz obsessed with a man. I'm trying to remember who's all in that, to be honest. Then up top, we have Javier Bardem as a criminal. I'm thinking that one is, top one, I think, is No Country, right? No Country for Old Men. I'm pretty sure top is No Country. Then you're saying Django is second up. Oh, he was in it too. So it's not James Bond then. Okay. So I do think this one, I don't believe Robert Downey was in that. Is it Kurt Russell? I'm trying to think who else would be in No Country. And this one is, as I said, it's Zodiac. I wish I knew what I had other places already, because I'm like thinking. But then what's this one? Tom Cruise deliberately crashes on purpose. That strikes me as like a Mission Impossible kind of thing. Right? I only have 4 more swaps. I think we can still do it, but the problem is I have to pick right. The Hateful Eight with Sam Jackson. We already got this one done. The Sam Jackson one is complete. So we just have to figure out. I feel like this is No Country up here, and I feel like this is Zodiac. And then the last one is Daniel Craig in No Country? Or is he in Zodiac? Robert Downey. I kind of want to put... You up top, and then you here? And then we would get Tom Cruise, Cameron Diaz, Penelope Cruz, and Kurt Russell. Sounds more like a rom-com than a Mission Impossible, but... I feel better about this. Skyfall. Oh. So it wasn't even a movie I was thinking. It was not No Country. It's Skyfall up top. Django. It was Zodiac. And Vanilla Sky. I'm not familiar with Vanilla Sky. And Collateral. Kind of tough one today. Of these I've seen, I think I've only seen Collateral, Zodiac. I've seen Django, but it was a long time ago. Skyfall, I don't remember. I didn't see all the Daniel Craig Bond movies, but... Alright, well, we worked our way there eventually. Alright, we'll do the critic reviews. I relate to a character a lot because I too would jump into the most dramatic conclusion after seeing something mildly suspicious. Okay, it's giving like buddy comedy or buddy cop impression. Oh, you should watch Collateral. I recommend it. That's a good film. All right. I don't know if I want to guess based off of that. Parkour in a building, a floaty summer dress. It still looks like an angelic goddess while doing it. Okay, so we have like girl boss going on here. That feels like very specific to a scene that I don't know. Okay. I feel like that should be a clue. I think that should be a clue. Charlie's Angels. Problem is there's a few of those, right? Do we like the first one or do we like Full Throttle? We'll go Full Throttle. Nope. Doesn't help me. Most beautiful person in the world wants to sleep with you, but you really just want to spy on your neighbors. Is this that makes me think of the movie with Seth Rogen and like the fraternity thing, but I doubt that's it. Isn't that just called Neighbors? I'm pretty sure it's just called Neighbors. I doubt that'd be the answer. Just want to spy on your neighbors. What about Disturbia? What about Disturbia? Kind of like that one, I think. Nope, I felt good about that, honestly. I felt pretty good about that guess. All right. Okay, well, that was like the same clue as the last clue. Spying on neighbor. But it feels like we're adults. We think he killed his wife. Oh, dude, Secret Window. I have no idea what this is. I think my neighbor killed his wife kind of thing. What's up, Slow Rider? You know this? What you got? I'll happily send it on your guess. Don't think I know it, so I'll take all the help we can get. This does happen in movies, I feel like a ton, where it's just like you're hiding. It's like, dude, you are not hidden. Clearly can be seen. We had some parkour mentioning too, though, so I don't know who's doing the parkouring then. The wife who's trying to not get killed. Trying to remember the name. Well, I can't get any more clues because then we lose. I can get an IMDb rating, but the spy next door. Is that? I mean, that kind of checks out with that one review. The spy next door. Yeah, I did guess Disturbia. We'll try this. Not the spy next door. I honestly, as dumb as it sounds, this feels like the most helpful clue. It feels like it rules out a lot of options. Hey, Irish, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Trying to figure out this movie based off these review details. Some movie where we're spying on our neighbor who potentially killed their wife. I mean, like Summer of '84, like it feels like the main cast are all adults here. It doesn't feel like we're doing like kid coming of age thing. Because the whole sorry babe, not tonight gives me the impression we're a little bit older. Well, we may just have to conclude or forfeit this one. I can get the IMDb rating. We'll know if it's like a good or bad movie, but I feel like they're traditionally like between 7 and 8, so it doesn't help a ton. Oh, no worries, no worries. 8.4, that's a damn good score. It's a good score. Either this is like an artsy film that I just never saw, or it's gonna be one that we all know. Boyers? All right. Their second to last guess. Tis not. We got one more. One more, then we're dead. Law-abiding citizen. If we don't have a better guess, I'll go with that. I don't know if this review... I mean, I guess you can kind of make that work, but... I'll give you like 30 seconds, and if we don't know what else, we can run with that. 8.4 feels pretty high, though. Like, I feel like this is going to be a damn good movie. For a second, I was going to say like Gone Girl, because I did watch that like a couple weeks ago for the first time. Yeah, I would guess that too because of it being such a high score. I got nothing. Rear Window. It is an older movie. It's funny, I guessed Secret Window, I think. The Johnny Depp movie. We got close. Kind of also sounds like there's a movie I watched a few months ago. I think it was just called The Watcher, something like that. Where it was kind of a similar idea where you're like seeing outside your window someone commit a crime. Well, probably not what I'm going to watch. I don't typically go back too far with movies. If I haven't seen it already. I feel like if you have nostalgia for the movie already, it's easier, but 54, dang. A while ago. Also, kind of checks out with that review. All right, we'll run the game duel. So we are shown the cover of a video game. We have to guess what it is. 70 years ago? It's been a while for sure. Got some apples, got some flower action here. I don't know what this may be. I'm thinking like a farming game, like Farmville. You guys remember that? We are watering our plants. I hope this isn't a mobile game though. Watering plants. I don't know. Let's just type farm something. It's not farming simulator, it's too realistic. Farm together. Try. We have a letter. We have ends in a T, probably. Little robots like taking water. Oh, is that an L also? Got something in an L there. The fact they're giving me the title this early feels like it's not going to be what I'm going to guess, to be honest. I gotta skip. They're literally almost showing me the title here. I think that's an R. That's for zombies. I mean, it's not that, but we'll throw that out there. They're literally showing me. They feel that confident I'm not going to guess this. Are you kidding me? Okay, something that also has an R afterwards. Runaway? A road adventure? No. This feels like so cheating. This honestly feels like so cheating. But they're showing me it, so... Rusty's retirement? That's not out of the question. I may send it on that, honestly. Screw it. Okay. I've never played this. What is this even on? Does it tell me? Yeah, it's a PC game. Okay. About 2024? Never heard of it. That was strictly based off of them showing me like the title of the game. I assume it's like a Stardew Valley kind of thing where you're like moving on, doing something else, more living off the land. All right, same idea, but we're showing a picture of the game instead of the cover. We got some fighting action here. Just like a orc fighting here. People being stabbed. I don't know, dude. Warcraft 2. Not seen of Warcraft 2. No. It does feel like it's like RTS. Oh, he's got a gladiator helmet on. Age of Empires? No. Someone's got a big whip here. Age of Mythology. No. Broken shield. Dude still got his whip. Is this our main character? Do we have a main character in this game? It may not be like an RTS at all. Dude, Roman Empire. Yeah. Nothing here. Empire Total War. Kind of looks like Kratos. Doesn't it? And we'll send it on like one of the God of Wars, God of War 2. Hey, we were right. It was God of War 2. Let's go. Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. We have the older version of Kratos here. Nice, B. I'm glad I got you here. I promise it wasn't clickbait. All right, well, pretty good so far in the game, Dole. All right, character. Here's where we start to normally decline, because if you don't know the character, you're like screwed. All good. Do we got some armor on here? Actually, there's a zipper. Kind of looks like a cyberpunky or like a rollerblade arena kind of thing. Sure, whatever that is. Okay, is this our weapon? It's giving more of like a an armored core or like a whatchamacallit, the big robots. Yeah, no though. Stick with the cyberpunk thing, but I don't feel good about it. Also, there's no names there. I mean, we already did Johnny Silverhand not too long ago, so probably not that. This would be helpful if I actually knew what this was saying. Dude, Gundam? No. Are we a female? Kinda feels like it. Feels like someone out of like a Metal Slug, but I don't know the character names. I'm saying that, so I think I gotta skip. I don't think I know this character. I don't know if you guys do. Maybe someone from like Bulletstorm, but once again, I don't know the character names in that either. I mean, you look like you should be in like a Gears of War kind of thing, but I have no idea. Let's give up. Overwatch. Probably should have known that. I didn't really play Overwatch, so. Zarya? Okay, checks out. Kind of makes sense. You have like your hero shooter weapon here. All right, keywords. Stamina. So this is we get clues, word clues on what the game is. Stamina, Lovecraft inspired old gods, Doom meter. Doom meter, huh? Cosmic Horror, Sanity Lost, Event Cards, Roguelite RPG. Darkest Dungeon? No, I felt good about that though. Urban Legends, Cursed Objects, Japanese Horror, Forbidden Spells. Okay. Japanese Horror. I'm like... Oh, dude, Silent Hill F? No. School Mysteries, Randomized Events, Multiple Endings, Limited Inventory. I mean, school makes me think like Persona, but it's not really a horror game. There is Cursed Objects, though, in that. Lovecraft inspired. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to know this one, honestly. I'll just send it on something. Bully? Nah. It feels more fantasy than Bully. Junji Ito inspired. I mean, you kind of already said that with Japanese horror. But okay. This is a Japanese or a horror manga writer. Soundtrack, multiple protagonists, hospital exploration. I'm wondering if I'm going to know this by the end of it. kind of giving me like, I think a game that I've seen before that's like a little bit Resident Evil-esque looking, but not entirely. I'm gonna skip. Mystery paint artwork, retro computer interface, monochrome pixel art. I'm not gonna notice at all then, I don't think. Yeah, this is the cover. It's blurred out, but this is the cover. It's just black and white. I got nothing. I got nothing. World of Horror. I mean, this straight up looks like Junji Ito's. It looks like Uzumaki. Like this straight up looks like Uzumaki with the spiral. Never played this, but maybe worth considering. It looks kind of like a story, like book almost. All right. All right, last one of the game duel for today. What should we start with? Doom 2016. Is that not an option? Apparently not. Just Dance was on there though. I gotta look with that now. Let's run that. Mortal Kombat. We'll do Mortal Kombat. About 3. Okay, we are far off in so many ways. Condemned. Okay, so it is a single player game with first and third person potentially. Okay, I'm trying to think what else would be in that wheelhouse. Action is part of it. When the first Darksiders game come out? Way later, apparently. New Vegas. You could try that. Can try that. Oh, that was way later than 2005, apparently, though. Yeah. Should we take our clue here? I feel like it wouldn't hurt right now. Nintendo. Okay. So this lit up with the Wii and Wii U. So it's something Nintendo just before 2005. Metroid Prime? Let's go! Dang, we have not had like a long range Hail Mary pickup like that in a while. Yep, 2002, sci-fi action, platform shooter, adventure. I don't know Retro Studios. That probably could have helped a lot if I knew who the dev was for Metroid, but Nintendo's really what I was trying to bank on there. I was also going to guess RE4, but I'm like, I don't know if the year makes sense. I thought it would have been a little bit later, but maybe not. All right. What else we got here? I haven't played this game yet, but let me know if you guys like this one. It's called More or Less. There's like a bunch of different versions that we're going to go through, but it's pretty basic what it sounds like. So do we think more or less people searched, or do we think more people searched engagement ring or tumor on Google? I mean, those are, it's like happy moment versus like very sad moment. So the inclusion of engagement makes me want to lean this way, because like if we're just saying ring, that'd be different than engagement ring. Is that wild to say? I think we'll go over here. Uh-oh, that's not very high. I was gonna say that's not very high. All right, bad start. Fast food near me, I'm gonna take that for sure. Well, if I search that more. OnlyFans or fast food near me? I mean, I want to say fast food near me, but only 4 million. Is this a span of a month? I don't know what the time frame on this is. I think it's a month. People might bank on OnlyFans, so I'm gonna pick that. Yep. 30 mil. Tom Hanks. I'm taking OnlyFans over Tom Hanks. Yep. Or, I mean, technically people call him The Rock, but I think we'll take Dwayne Johnson here. All right, 4 out of 5, not bad. Could have been worse. All right, so same idea here, but it's Spotify streams. So it's the Chainsmokers or Stevie Wonder. I mean, Stevie Wonder is good, but he's a little bit dated, so I'm gonna say the Chainsmokers. Yep, okay. Have I seen the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4? I have not. Is there a new one coming out? Bon Jovi or Stevie Wonder? I'm going Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi or Dean Lewis? Oh, you were to say Stevie Wonder? I don't know who Dean Lewis is, but that doesn't say a lot because I don't know a lot of current artists, so I feel like they may be super popular. Do you guys know who Dean Lewis is? You know, couldn't name you a single song by Dean Lewis. Trailer came out yesterday. Oh, nice. No, I haven't really been into Call of Duty for a while, but hopefully it's good. I mean, the Modern Warfare series of Call of Duty has always been like one of their better. So I want to say Bon Jovi, but it's just because I don't know who Dean Lewis is. I feel like this guy's going to secretly have like 60 million streams, but I'm going to stay over here. Okay. Looks good. That's good to hear. We're taking Maroon 5. Before you go, I'm not familiar. Ooh, Maroon 5 or J-Lo? I think the hard part with J-Lo is she did acting as well, so it's not just music people are looking her up for. Although Maroon 5, what's his name? Lead singer kind of went off and did his own thing too. 78 mil is a lot. Do we think J-Lo clears 78 mil? I couldn't really tell you a J-Lo song really either. I think J-Lo clears here. 78 mil's a ton though. I mean, if you asked me Jennifer Lopez or Maroon 5, I probably would have said Jennifer Lopez, but then when you show me 78.5 mil for Maroon 5. Yeah, the lead singer. Yeah. Oh. This one's tough. I mean, I like old school Maroon 5. I don't really care for their stuff these days, but like She Will Be Loved was a classic back in the day. I feel like if it was like Beyonce or Maroon 5, it'd be easy Beyonce. I just don't know Jennifer Lopez if she's got the same pull on the music side of things. I feel like she diversifies much beyond music. I couldn't tell you. Do you guys know Jennifer Lopez songs? I mean, I know she's popular. I just don't really know them myself. I can tell you she was in Anaconda. It's about all I can tell you. As I said, if I didn't see the 78 right here, I'd pick Jennifer Lopez. But seeing that number, I'm like, dang, dude, that she needs a lot to like. That's more than we've seen so far from anyone. I'm staying over here. Ooh, she got close, 55. Look at us, 5 for 5. All right, so now it is a movie review score. So Blade Runner or the outfit. I've never heard of the outfit, but we saw earlier during the critic thing that some of these older movies can have some pretty good scores. Do you have that song with Pitbull? I mean, I feel like everyone's got a song with Pitbull these days. I'm gonna say Blade Runner. Mainly because I don't know what the outfit is. So. Uh-oh. Ooh, okay, we cleared. The outfit or Indiana Jones Last Crusade? I don't think that's people's favorite Indiana Jones, but I think that's going to be better than the 7-2. 8-2, yep, okay. Halloween. This is like the 2018 Halloween, right? I've never seen this poster before. Or is this is this 78 Halloween? I can't tell. I probably would lean this way no matter what, but the text looks like it's 2018, but I've never seen this picture before. I'm taking Indiana Jones. We're going over here. Yep. Jaws, easy Jaws. Slam dunk. Oh, 8-1, okay. Pulp Fiction. Similar to the Maroon 5 thing, I probably would have picked Jaws, but you're showing me that Jaws is an 8-1. So because of that, Pulp Fiction is going to get higher than an 8-1. And it does. Dude, we're doing pretty well today. Doing pretty well today. Okay, so now this is more or less prices. Bob Dylan's guitar. I've actually seen, I think, this one come up before. I'm hoping there's not like a lot of repeats in this game, because if there are, we can't play it a lot, but this thing was like, I think just under $1 million. Napoleon Bonaparte's tooth sold to a dentist to his collection in 1821. But we're gonna take that. I mean, a guitar is infinitely more practical than a tooth, but this one's like over 100 years older and famous person. I'll pick that one. Never mind, I am so wrong. I was right, that was about $1 million. But I thought, you know, historical sense. Cadbury chocolate bar over 100 years old, still wrapped. I mean, this only made 18,000. I'm gonna go with this guy, I think. Okay, we're struggling. Duct tape banana. What is this? Wait, what? Is this a bit? I don't know what this is from. This feels like an attempted art piece, but okay, we have sunk the ship. Why is this 6.2 mil? Also, is it priced at 6.2 mil? That means, did somebody buy it at that much? That's the part where I'm like, I don't know. Like, I could price anything. I could price this shirt at like 500 million, but if nobody buys it, does it really mean anything? Woman's forehead as ad space. What is happening here? I don't think she got 6.2 mil. I do feel like they probably paid her a good amount, but I don't feel like it's 6.2. Wow, she did that for $10,000. That's probably not enough. Marilyn Monroe's chest x-ray kept by her. Wait, what? Why are people so weird? Like, what? Her chest x-ray? More? Sure, yeah. 25, okay. Not as strong on that one. They had some weird entries on that one, though, in fairness. Right? All right, so more or less. This is like number. Free throws Shaq missed in his career. Language is spoken in Papua New Guinea. I mean, this is easy. This one over here. Shaq missed. Like, yeah. Also, that is way more than I thought it was, though, too. Periodic table elements. Well, I think the hard part is they're like continuing to add to it, right? But there's not more than 5,300. Yeah. Lightning strikes per minute. Like where? Am I right at the center of a storm? I'm gonna say it's under 60 because otherwise that'd be 1 per second, right? That'd be like constant chaos. So let's go over here. Never mind, I'm way wrong. What counts as a strike though? Like, is this 1 strike or is this like technically like 30 because there's a bunch like branching off? I kind of feel like that was a cheeky question. Keys on a piano, there's not 6,000. Muscles in the human body. I've had this one before too. There's like, I think it was like a lot. There was like over 300, I felt like. Yeah, 600. All right, well, we started strong, ended a little bit weaker, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you want to see this more? Do you want to see this more or less in the future? It's just some extra stuff. We did like that movie one we've done before with like the rating higher or lower. We got like 30 deep into it one time we did it. All right. I debated doing some bracket fight stuff for a little bit. If you guys are interested. If you are so inclined. I pulled up a few of them. I'm open to hearing if you guys have ones that you would like me to do. But we'll just pull up some of these movie ones that I found. We'll see if we get some variety, because obviously you guys at this point know my favorite movies. So I tried to find ones that didn't just have those movies on them, because otherwise it ends in the same outcome. So, but share your thoughts as well, and I'll see if you can sway me here. Incredibles or Big Hero 6? I'm a massive fan of Big Hero 6. One of the better Disney movies. I know Incredibles people love. Luca, Pocahontas. I've actually never seen Luca, so we're taking Pocahontas by default, which is a decent movie. Rango? I think this is what I was thinking of when I said Rio earlier. Are they similar? Or the Aristocats? Taking the Aristocats, kind of just because I don't care for either. Snow White or Shrek? Easy Shrek there. Oliver and Company or Sword in the Stone? Definitely Sword in the Stone. Bambi or How to Train Your Dragon 2? I mean, Bambi is a little bit dated at this point in time, but screw it. I'll take that one. Ratatouille or Kung Fu Panda? Is that 3? I think it says 3. Between those two, we'll take Ratatouille. How to Train Your Dragon. Oh, we killed it off. Ooh, this one's tough. Kung Fu Panda, which is the only one I've seen in the franchise, and I liked it. Or Nightmare, though. Nightmare is such a tough out just because of its, like... I feel like its impact across the board. Like, Tim Burton just crushed it. So, Kung Fu Panda got a rough first draw. We're taking Tarzan here. Wallace and Gromit or The Little Mermaid? I've never seen this specific one. I mean, the Were-Rabbit sounds kind of, like, awesome. But Little Mermaid... I think I'm gonna go with. I never loved like the Wallace and Gromit stuff, like Chicken Run and all those. Taking Little Mermaid. Zootopia or Turning Red? I've never seen Turning Red. Zootopia I thought was pretty good. Sleeping Beauty, Finding Nemo. Definitely Nemo action over here. If you can't tell, these are all apparently animated. Incredibles 2 or Dinosaur? I'm sorry, Incredibles, you are out in the first round after a couple tough matchups. You haven't seen either of those? That's fair. Monsters v Aliens or Corpse Bride? I know what both of these are about. I don't think I've seen either of them. I'm gonna take Corpse Bride. Ooh, tough matchup, dude. Emperor's New Groove or Inside Out? Dang. I like both of these a bunch, honestly. I think The Emperor's New Groove is funnier. Inside Out has maybe a little bit more like relatable content with it. Yeah, this one's tough. I'm gonna take Inside Out, but it's close, dude. I mean, I had The Emperor's New Groove on one of my top movie lists for the year, so I don't know. What do you guys think about this one? You haven't seen Emperor's New Groove? I'd recommend it. If you like animated movies, it's got David Spade and John Goodman as like the two leads. Yeah, what up, Eli? Welcome in, dude. How you doing? Thank you, man. Appreciate you. We're just kind of jacking around today, doing some chat engagement stuff, doing some bracket fight stuff here, as you can tell. Our new groove stand. Okay, so you said New Groove, and Matthew said Inside Out. Honestly, I enjoy both these movies, so it's tough for me to pick here. Anyone else have a thought? I'll probably side with the majority of you guys here. Emperors all day. I'll go with it. I was gonna lean towards Inside Out, but I'll pick Emperors here. Nostalgia, yeah. I haven't watched it in a long time, in fairness, though. But you love Inside Out? Yeah, I think I've watched Inside Out. I mean, it came out later, so obviously I've watched it more recently, but I've not watched Inside Out 2 yet, though. Did you guys watch that one? Is it worth the watch? I'll take Emperor here for you guys. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Okay. If we're looking up review scores, this should be like a slaughterfest, I feel like. Ironically, Coco, we talked about in my last video. One of the better Disney Pixar movies that came out in the last... I don't know when it came out, but it feels like it came out in the last 10 years. Regardless of when it came out. It's one of the better modern Disney Pixar movies. I have a really soft spot for this TMNT movie. TMNT 07. It's kind of bad animated CGI. But, I don't know. It's one of my favorite turtle movies. It's got some good voice acting in it too. I think Nolan North is in it. I think actually Chris Evans is also in it. I think he may play Casey. And I think Nolan North maybe plays Raph. But a lot of people don't like this movie. And I will say the villain is kind of underwhelming. But it's one of my faves. You haven't seen any of the new TMNT movies? I've seen most of them, I think. Like, my favorites, I mean, I like the 87 cartoon. Like the animated show. As far as movies go, the live action ones are good. I haven't seen them in a while, though. I know those are back in theaters, like last year and this year. The first couple were. I like this one. I liked the latest one, Ice Cube's one, or Seth Rogen's one. What's it called? I'm blanking on the name of it. Something Mayhem, Mutant Mayhem. Is that the name of it? But I pretty much like all the Turtles other than the Michael Bay movies. I'm not a fan of those. I save the rest of the night. That's fair, Pull Cube. As long as you're taking care of yourself, obviously. Do I think they'll ban a Hellraiser game? It's a valid question. I don't know their policy on a lot of different subject matters, because from my understanding, they banned the Halloween game because of the usage of smoking weed in the game. It wasn't because of the violence or the gore. It was because you can smoke weed as a survivor. So I don't think that's in Hellraiser. There's a lot of like gore and sexual content that maybe they also care about, but I don't know if there's drug usage in Hellraiser. So it's definitely, I feel like it would warrant being banned above Halloween, but they're, I don't know, governments, I feel like in general don't always use logic. So I'd say it's possible, but I don't know what else is going to be in. Yeah, it is. Like, dude, it's 2026. I feel like even in like the US, it's like, what are we doing? In my opinion, you're a bigger threat to society by drinking than smoking weed. You're going to be more violent. You're going to be more hazardous behind the wheel. Like, somebody smoking weed's going to stay home and order pizza. So, but unfortunately, not everyone is of the same mind as that. So, Yeah, that's the reason, because I think you get some kind of, and maybe it's partially because as a survivor, I haven't played the game obviously yet, but it sounded like from people that played it at PAX, you smoke weed to get like somewhat of an enhancement. Like I think it changes things visually. So maybe that's why they felt it was like too misdirecting of like the outcome of doing that. But I don't know. Either way, Coco TMNT though. I assume you guys probably prefer Coco. I think Coco is the quote unquote better movie, but I have a soft spot except for TMNT. You said you got the collector's edition for Hellraiser, didn't you, Eli? New Creepshow game. I don't know if I'm familiar with that. Let me see. Is that a new game coming out or out, to your point, already? Save 20% on Creepshow. It does appear that it's out. Let me see. Actually, we can pull it up here if we want. Just replace where we were looking at the McDonald's stuff. Mixed review so far. Not the greatest start for them. What's the plot? You can look at some of the trailer, maybe. Join Danny and his friends. What's it say? As they uncover the truth. Is it kind of just a walking sim kind of thing? Dive into spine-tingling tales. It feels like it's probably going to be heavy nostalgic for people that like Creepshow. Visit strange places. I feel like it's going to be places that you are familiar with. I've not really watched Creepshow stuff before, to be honest. Solve puzzles. I would say from looking at this brief, like 1 minute view of it, graphics kind of remind me of like a Telltale or like Borderlands style. Like this very much looks like the Wolf Among Us apartment almost. But my guess is if you like Creepshow as a franchise, you'll dig the game. If you don't have the attachment to the game, some of the gameplay that I'm seeing here looks kind of basic. But pretty cheap. It's $12 on sale right now. I like when games do that, where they're like introductory rates to get you to buy it. I think it actually works out for them because I feel like it makes you want to buy something earlier because it's cheaper. Like Oxenfree 2, I bought that. I pre-ordered it because it was like cheaper at the time. Let's see what the reviews are saying. Is there any... Can I see them? Or do I have to be... Maybe I have to do it on Steam myself. Oh, here we go. Okay. Sounds like people are saying it's a bit short, maybe? It's not that expensive in fairness, but yeah, it's a bit short. Price fits it. Point and click horror anthology. Okay, so it is kind of like walking sim-esque, but point and click's a little bit different too. Oh, you just got one of those? I debated it actually yesterday. There was a McDonald's by me that had they had the Godzilla one. This one. But I was kind of like, if I'm gonna get them, I kind of want to get all of them. So I'm like, I'll probably just pass. But yeah, they were it was tempting. I'm not like a Hello Kitty fan, but any Godzilla collab, I'm like, oh, maybe. Yeah, it kind of just feels like you're surrounded by Creepshow as like a theme, and you're just like in that world. But the gameplay and length sounded like hit or miss, maybe. You got the Godzilla one? Yeah, that's the one they had by me as well. I was like, oh. I don't know, some of them, like here's all 8 of them. I don't know which one looks the coolest. I think they all, like as a package, look pretty cool. Gigant's pretty sick. Ghidorah. The Rodan looking all grumpy. It's kind of funny. Destroya is a little bit disappointing. There's not much going on there. The Mecha Godzilla also looks like more white than like silver metallic. Space Godzilla is pretty cool. Yeah, they're all pretty sick, honestly. We'll see. They, I think they started doing them yesterday, so. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess they're both like Japanese-based IPs, so maybe they have a good like working relationship. It actually probably hits a lot of markets too, though, because like when I think of Hello Kitty, I think of like younger girls, and when I think of like Godzilla, I think of like, I don't know, middle-aged dudes. So in reality, you're getting like a kind of a lot of sales. I think you're probably crossing paths with a lot of fan bases maybe by doing that. Hello Kitty, I feel like collabs with, I mean, both Godzilla and Hello Kitty, I think collab with a lot because like they also have the, speaking of TMNT, have you ever seen the, these dudes? They did a TMNT Ninja Turtles collabs with a bunch too. That's what I have actually behind me. Not to go on too many tangents, but this is a TMNT Universal Monsters collab behind me. But yeah, Godzilla, I feel like is one of those franchises that'll collab with like everybody. But yeah, you have these. I think they only ever had 3, which kind of sucks because Donnie should get one, right? Wait, is there more? Oh, maybe they do have more. Maybe they made more afterwards. I only knew about these first 3. You had Leo as Godzilla, Raph as Rodan, Mikey as Ghidorah, which was kind of funny. Can you see it? Oh, he's got like the boomerangs or nunchucks here. I think there's a version where you can put like the Ghidorah hands on Mikey's or Ghidorah heads on Mikey's hands, so it looks like he's a 3-headed monster. Is Shredder Mechagodzilla? And we have King Caesar here. And is that Jet Jaguar? So yeah, they do a lot of collabs, I feel like, in general. Yeah. Yeah, I was debating it. I mean, they're not, that's the kind of thing, they're not super expensive. I don't know what you end up paying, but I think they're like only like $3. The hard part is it sounds like different McDonald's have different policies. Like I saw on the Godzilla subreddit, some people, I mean, they didn't have them at every location, but even the ones where they did have them, some places required you to buy a Happy Meal, some places didn't. So it felt like a little bit a mixed bag as far as the experience to expect. We're gonna Scream themed 12-pack. Are they ever gonna put that Jason Universe short film back online? Because I'm pretty sure they pulled that, right? I don't know if it's up at this point, but I'm pretty sure they pulled it off the internet. Are they doing a video, or is it just like a marketing collab? See, this still is tough for me. It is back up. Oh, nice. I remember the director was kind of bummed they pulled it. Which I don't know if it was supposed to be a timed thing or not, but it's kind of lame they did pull it. That's starting pretty soon. Crystal Lake, that's like a couple months away. We'll take Coco. We'll be realistic. Robots or Hunchback? Take an Hunchback. Fantasia or The Princess and the Frog? Fantasia. Monster House or Meet the Robinsons? They're both all right. I think I like thematically Monster House a little bit more. But Meet the Robinsons probably a better movie. Ooh, that's tough. Broodhead. Is that the one with the Gushers? Because they had like a Gushers horror movie that was on YouTube a while ago. Is that... Maybe that's not the same one? Okay, it is. Yeah, I did see... I think I watched all of that one. We'll take Monster House. It's close. I don't know what the Wild is. I've never even heard of that. We'll take Frozen. Lilo and Stitch, Iron Giant. Iron Giant clears here. Stitch is cool, but Iron Giant. Here's Rio. Talked about that earlier. Treasure Planet. Kind of a disappointing movie, to be honest, but it's got an easy matchup here, so I think we'll pick it. Despicable Me 2 or WALL-E. For sure, WALL-E. Cars or The Grinch. I never saw this Grinch. I'm not a huge fan of the Cars movies, but I guess we take it here. Jungle Book or Pete's Dragon. I think I saw this a long time ago. I think I gotta take Jungle Book just because I don't really remember Pete's Dragon. Oh, easy. Up, Madagascar 3. The Lorax or Chicken Little? For sure, Lorax. Soul or Goofy Movie? I've not seen Soul. We're taking Goofy Movie. B Movie or Frozen 2? Both kind of bad options. Can I take TMNT 07? I kind of want TMNT 07 at this point. We already have Frozen, so we'll take B Movie. Yes. Ice Age 4 or The Road to El Dorado? We'll take El Dorado. I remember watching that one as a kid. How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World, or Monsters U? I've only really ever seen the first How to Train Your Dragon, I believe. Monsters U was just okay, but I think we pick it here. Bolt or Lion King? For sure, Lion King. Okay, we're back at the top. Big Hero 6 or Pocahontas? Big Hero. Shrek. Here's where some of the clear favorites I've talked about before come to light. Nightmare. B Movie's a guilty pleasure of yours? Maybe I'll have to watch it at some point. Ooh, Tarzan, Little Mermaid. We'll take Tarzan. Zootopia or Finding Nemo? I do like Zootopia, but Finding Nemo. It's weird, some of them, I mean, I guess there's so many options, but like we had sequels, like we had Frozen 2, but we didn't have Finding Dory, we didn't have Cars 2. Dinosaur or The Corpse Bride? We'll take Dinosaur. Ooh, okay, we'll take Coco here. New Groove. Your nostalgia wore off quickly. I think when I think of Fantasia, I always just think of the brooms and the staircase. I'll take that, I guess. I mean, realistically, it's probably Frozen, right? Frozen's probably the better movie. I know it gets a lot of grief because it kind of became super popular and had like the whole movie. No, you're fine. We went on a tangent with Godzilla, I feel like. Screw it, we're taking Monster House. Iron Giant for sure there. WALL-E, Cars, definitely WALL-E. Monster House is your pick. That's what we went with. Up, definitely there. I kind of feel like, not to spoil the ending, but Uppy on this list feels like it's going to be tough to beat. The Lorax or a Goofy Movie? Ooh. My wife loves the Lorax, so I've watched it a few times because of that. Goofy Movie is pretty great too, though. Sequel, also fun when he goes to college and does like the skateboarding. Man. Oh, geez. I'm taking Goofy Movie, I think. Sorry, B Movie. Yeah, I think it's probably the more popular choice. Monsters U or Lion King? I'll take Lion King. Okay, the big hitters. Big Hero 6 or Shrek? It's probably Shrek. Big Hero 6 is a personal fave, but Sword in the Stone or Nightmare? We'll take Nightmare. Tarzan, Nemo for sure. Dinosaur or Coco? Coco's had a tough matchup every time, I feel like. Like, what'd they have? They had TMNT 07, which for me is a tough matchup. They had Emperor's New Groove and now Dinosaur. We take Coco again, though. Meanwhile, down here, I don't feel great about either of these. In Monster House, I guess. It's more of a movie. Fantasia's more of like an event. Oh, buddy. Why you gotta do this to me? The Iron Giant versus Wall-E. Two machines that are just trying to do good. Iron Giant's easier to watch because it's shorter. Dang, dude. This could be a finals for me, to be honest. We'll take Wall-E, but I don't feel great. I feel great. Sorry, Goofy movie. Take Lion King there for sure. Yeah, there's definitely a lot that could have added. Like, there's no Aladdin here. Shrek, we'll take there. Ooh, another tough matchup for Coco, dude. They are getting... Finding Nemo just has so many great one-liners. Yeah, we're taking Finding Nemo. It's close, though. It's very close. I kind of feel like in the new Kingdom Hearts, they should like plug in Finding Nemo and take out like Little Mermaid. Wall-E for sure here. It's gonna be up for me. Lion King is a classic, but of the newer era, it's not really new anymore. Kind of the middle era, Up is top tier. Fish are friends, not food. Exactly. So many good lines. Ooh, Nemo or Shrek? Also, great one-liners. I think I'm gonna go Shrek because I like the actors in Shrek more. I like Eddie Murphy, I like Mike Myers, I like what's his face who plays Lord Farquaad? John, whatever his name is, I'm blanking right now, from Dexter. Cameron Diaz also. Wall-E up. This also could have been a finals for me, but we're taking Up. Here's where we also take Up over Shrek, unfortunately. There's a whole right side we have not seen yet. Apparently, maybe these are where the sequels are at. John Lithgow, thank you. Thank you. Sometimes when I'm like streaming, my head just like blanks. I'm like, I know your name, but I just can't think of it. Okay, so we have an entire right side that's going to go against Up at some point. Shark Tale or Pinocchio? Shark Tale is not very good, so I'm gonna take Pinocchio kind of just out of default. Chicken Run, we talked about it. Atlantis, another. We should land it. I don't know if I've seen all the Atlantises because I feel like I've only seen one of them. Maybe it was this one. Chicken Run, not my favorite though. You like Shark Tale? I couldn't get into Shark Tale. Ooh, dude, Bug's Life. Bug's Life is goated. Also, sad Hidden Panettiere reference here because she played Dot in that movie. Also, I kind of forgot the other day she played Kairi in Kingdom Hearts, which I was debating playing that game, and I'm like, oh, that could be kind of tough to play at this point now. But we take Bug's Life. No, because one of the creepiest movies ever made. Do you think so? I heard the one that came out this year was actually pretty good. What's it called? Pinocchio Unstrung or something like that? Yeah. Grab this over here. I heard good things about this. Pretty good score, 76% for a weird horror movie. I mean, that thing looks terrifying. Dude's face. But I've heard it's actually pretty good, which is not what I would have expected. All right, Cinderella. What is Barnyard? What is this right side? Some of the weaker movies are over here, I feel like. Cinderella by default, I think. Toy Story 2, 101 Dalmatians. Toy Story 2 for sure. Maybe my favorite Toy Story. This is another one that wasn't great. I feel like this and Shark Tale I kind of put in the same category where it's like the animation I'm not a fan of, the story's kind of weak. I'll take Polar. Good Lord, yeah. It's supposed to be pretty good. It's supposed to be pretty good. Courtney Cox was in that, really? You loved Osmosis? Yeah, it wasn't Wasn't my cup of tea. Okay, this would have been harder if it was the first Wreck-It Ralph, but it's Ralph Breaks the Internet for some Monsters things, so Monsters for sure. As a kid, that's fair. I mean, that's tough. Some of these I've watched recently, some of these I haven't watched, to your point, in like 20, 30 years. Fox and the Hound. Great movie. Lion King 2 or The Prince of Egypt? Guess we'll take Prince of Egypt. The Croods or Megamind? We'll take Megamind. Like Daisy? I never saw that movie, but it looked kind of generic. Ice Age Dawn as dinosaurs? So it's a sequel? Or Jimmy Neutron the movie? I'm not a huge Jimmy Neutron fan, to be honest. I definitely never saw that, though. You know, we'll take this. Because I'm assuming we'll get another Ice Age. If not, that's kind of weird. G-Force or Toy Story? We're taking Toy Story. Shrek 2 or Horton Hears a Who? We're taking Shrek 2 there. Toy Story 3 or Happy Feet? We're taking Toy Story 3. It's going to be a Toy Story all on the right side. Flushed Away or Home on the Range? I don't really remember either of these. I feel like I'm going to go Home on the Range, to be honest. Shrek 2, one of the best sequels. You think so? I thought it was okay. That's where they introduced Puss for the first time, right? The cat. And it was the one where he meets her family and stuff. Coraline or Surf's Up? I wanted to like Coraline more than I do. I feel like the plot was a little bit slow paced, but I like the art style. Does it make it better than Surf's Up? Sure. Honestly, there's a better. I like what's the movie called? Penguin in the Stone or something? As far as a penguin movie. You think Surf's Up? Kevin James played. Wow. It is pretty strong cast for a movie I had not heard of. What's up, Chris? Oh, nice. Got some movies today. Solid. Hercules, Cars 3. Easy Hercules. Easy Hercules. Lady and the Tramp or The Land Before Time. Ooh, interesting matchup. Classic versus like the one that everyone watched, I feel like, as a kid. I think we'll take Land Before Time. Kanto or Tangled? I don't know if I've seen Encanto, to be honest. So we're taking Tangled. Beauty and the Beast or Brother Bear? I don't remember much about Brother Bear. Taking Beauty. Mulan or what is Turbo? I've never seen Turbo. Mulan, easy there. Oh yeah, where they kiss. Brave or Robin Hood? I mean, thematically both similar. I don't think either of them are the greatest, to be honest. What do you guys think? Brave or Robin Hood? I haven't seen Encanto. I may like it. I just haven't seen it, so I figured that was up against Mulan, right? Was that the one who was? Or no, it was up against Tangled. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I thought Tangled was just okay. So if I watch Encanto, it probably could be Tangled. I just haven't seen it. I think Brave. I think Brave was just okay, but Robin Hood was also just okay. Yeah, I lean towards Robin Hood because I haven't seen it in a long time, so maybe it could be decent. But I don't think either of these are making it very far. We'll go Robin Hood. Cars 2 or Despicable Me? Easy Despicable. Cars is getting swept here. Here's the Finding Dory I talked about. Over the Hedge or Finding Dory? I didn't really, as much as I really enjoyed Finding Nemo, I thought Finding Dory was a little bit disappointing. So I'm going to take Over the Hedge here, surprisingly. Top 3 Disney soundtrack. I'll have to give it a watch then. Okay. Keep that in mind. How to Train Your Dragon, or have you guys seen this? What is this? Rav? Is that Rava or Raya? Looks kind of more like Raya. Raya the Last Dragon? I mean, I've only seen How to Train, so we'll pick that. Going down for the hedge also. Ooh, extremely goofy movie. It's one I talked about. I've only ever seen the first Madagascar, and I thought it was just okay, so we're going extremely goofy movie. How to Train Your Dragon by far, yeah, I would agree. Panda 2 or Wreck-It Ralph? For me, it's Wreck-It Ralph. Jungle Book 2 or Madagascar? Not a lot of good options here. I guess we'll take Madagascar, but I don't really feel great about either of them. Stitch 2 or Aladdin? Easy Aladdin. I feel like of the OG, and when I say OG, I don't mean like the very first like Disney movies, but like the ones when I was younger. It was like Aladdin, Lion King were like the two big ones for me. Ice Age, there's so many Ice Ages. Peter Pan. I guess Peter Pan. Yeah, I don't think maybe I've seen Jungle Book 2. If I have, I don't remember it. Okay, I've not seen Toy Story 4. And I barely remember anything about Open Season. I'm assuming this is the better movie, but I can't say much about it. I think I'm going to take Open Season unless you guys really want me to say Toy Story 4 here. All right, yeah, we'll go with it. We have plenty of Toy Story representation here. Ants, I kind of thought it sucked. It's kind of funny. All these movies that we had today were in the connections. It was Ants, Soul, Rio, and what was the last one? I don't know, but they were all included. We'll take the original Ice Age. It's worse than the franchise. In fairness, though, I think the first three are very good, so worst could still be pretty solid. Like, I probably think 3 is the worst of the 3 I've watched, but 3 is still like a 9 out of 10 or something. Did you watch 5? I haven't seen 5 yet either, because I haven't seen 4. It didn't make sense to watch 5. I think I'm gonna take Pinocchio here, to be honest. Not a great matchup. 5 was very good. Yeah, he had good reviews, but I feel like they all have good reviews. Bug's Life, easy here. Toy Story 2, also easy here. You loved 5? I will have to watch 4, then 5 at some point. Ooh. It's Monsters, Inc., but Fox and the Hound was a banger back in the day. Hit the Hound Dog. I'll take Monsters, Inc. I don't feel good about it. I do feel good about that one, though. And that one. Oh, I know you said you loved Shrek 2. I think I'd take Toy Story 3, though. I think the first Shrek is, in my opinion, by far the best. And 2 was pretty good, and then they kind of started to lose me after that. But as I said, Toy Story 3, even though it's not my favorite of the franchise, is hard to beat. Oh, Bug's Life is so good. It's so good. Big Coraline here. Ooh, this is a tough matchup. Hercules or The Land Before Time? I think it's Hercules, but soft spot for Land Before Time. There was like 7 of these movies. You guys ever watch all those? Like 2 introduced Chomper, I think. The T-Rex, little baby T-Rex, and then he came back in like 5. Kind of sad movie. I feel like dinosaur animated movies do that a lot, where like their family gets like impacted and they're like the lone survivor. All right, we're taking Hercules though. Tangled or Beauty and the Beast? Maybe a hot take. I'm taking Beauty and the Beast, I think, here. Here's where Encanto could have been. Easy Mulan. Easy Despicable. Oh man. This is gonna upset some people. We're taking an extremely goofy movie. I'm doing it. You liked Beauty also? All right. Wreck-It Ralph for sure. For sure, Aladdin. I feel like round 2, there's a lot of like clear winners. And then round 3 gets back to being kind of hard again. Well, I say that. Bug's Life easy there. Funny, I did a Pixar movie top 10, and I couldn't tell you which one of these I had higher. I'm debating which one I want to go with here. I think we'll do Toy Story 2. I think so. Yeah, we'll do the original Toy Story. Megamind is pretty good, though. Megamind is pretty good. Toy Story is doing numbers right now. Hercules. I'm gonna take Mulan over Despicable Me. We're gonna go with the Wreck-It Ralph. Aladdin. Now we're getting to the hard part. I think A Bug's Life may go on a run here because I kind of love this movie. That's your only favorite live action? I have not seen any of the live actions, so I could not say. They never really interested me, to be honest. I'm like, I'll just watch the original. We'll go original Toy Story here. Ooh, Hercules Milan, another great matchup. Kind of both very similar, to be honest. We have like our hero with like the voice behind them. Like we have Danny DeVito and we have Eddie Murphy, right? He does that a lot and stuff because he's that and also in Shrek. This is a tough matchup. I'm gonna go Hercules, but I don't feel super great about it. Lilo and Stitch was decent. All right, I'll keep that one in mind. That was pretty recent, wasn't it? Wreck-It Ralph or Aladdin? I think just because it's maybe a little bit dated, I'm gonna go with Wreck-It Ralph instead of Aladdin. Here's where I'm gonna upset some people. It's A Bug's Life. Let's go Hercules. It's A Bug's Life. And I mean, I don't remember what my top ones were, but I feel like this probably could be my top 2. Maybe Wall-E was on there too somewhere. But it's gonna be up. That's a winner for today. What would your guys have? You may not have been here for the entire bracket, but of the ones you saw, what would have been your number 1? What would have cleared everyone to the finish line? I would assume. Well, I mean, eventually Tim Allen and Tom Hanks are gonna get older, obviously. I mean, granted, it's animated, so they can do that a little bit longer than a live action, but I assume that they'll want to make a Toy Story 6. I don't know how 5 ends, so no spoilers with that, but I imagine they'll be inclined to make one as long as the cast is able and willing to. Yeah, I would recommend A Bug's Life. It's a little bit older, so keep that in mind. It's like not a newer Pixar movie, so Bug's Life's your take? It's a good one. There's some good one-liners in that one too. Especially between like the ants and the grasshoppers. All right, I pulled a few more of these. Should we do we'll do sports movie. I did a sports movie one. I still plan to do a top 10 sports movie video of all time. but I have not yet, mainly because a lot of the ones I would have picked are movies I've talked about recently, so I'd rather give it some time. Up and Canto and a few others would have been there. Yours would have been Hercules. Okay. Well, that one went for a while. And Canto I'll have to check out then if you like it that much. All right, so we're doing sports movies. It feels like very Rocky Creed heavy here, so we'll see how this goes. Rocky Balboa or Rocky 2? I've debated doing a Rocky tier list. We're going to spoil some of that here. I think Rocky Balboa, the latest one, is one of the more underrated. I don't pick that. Rocky 3 or Rocky 4? I'm going to go with Rocky 4 here. A lot of Rocky 4 is a montage, but it's still pretty good. Creed or The Warrior? Or Creed or Warrior, I mean. I've actually not ever seen Creed. I haven't seen any of the Creed movies, so that's going to be probably easy outs for me. Warrior was decent. I think it's a little overrated. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, you need to check this movie out. I thought it was fine. It's like two brothers that are like fighting. I'm gonna pick it here, but it was just okay. Oh, you would have picked Rocky 2. Rocky 2 is good. Rocky 2 is good. Rocky 2, I think the only criticism I would have is it's kind of more like Rocky 1B. We do kind of the same stuff. Right, the original Karate Kid or the newer Karate Kid, that's an easy pick for me. I'm with you there, Slow Rider. That would also be my number one. If we see it, I'm assuming we're gonna see it on here. Facing the Giants or The Blind Side? I don't know what Facing the Giants is. I mean, it looks uplifting. The Blind Side, there's like this weird spot for me because I really enjoyed this movie. It was like one of my favorite football movies. But then the whole like backstory of that kind of got like Michael Orr came out and like apparently there's not as great of a situation there. So it's like, kind of skews my enjoyment of the film. But because I haven't seen this one, I think we still pick it. Right? Yeah, Karate Kid definitely cleared. Ooh, Miracle or the OG Muddy Ducks? Weird matchup here. Kind of weird matchup here. Like serious hockey movie versus like kind of silly hockey movie. I'm gonna take Miracle. You guys both said Blindside. Sandlot 2. Why is this even on here? I've never even seen the Sandlot 2 and I don't even have to consider it. Apparently they're making one with like them being older now. And I think the catcher is married to Daniel Fisher from Boy Meets World. The Rookie Benchwarmers. Easy Rookie. I'm going Rocky Balboa again. I think it's underrated. We'll go Karate Kid. Historically, I would have said The Blind Side. I think because of the whole backstory, as I said, I'm taking Miracle here. Oh, the show? I didn't watch the show. Can't imagine it's that great. Ooh, Sandlot or The Rookie? It's gotta be Sandlot, probably. Yeah, I like The Rookie, but Sandlot's a classic. Another one's gonna make people mad. I'm taking Rocky Balboa. Taking the Sandlot here. I think I'm taking the Sandlot over Rocky Balboa. Its reign will end there. Glory Road or Space Jam? Glory Road was fine. It's like the NCAA tournament where he's coaching like the first all black team. There's some good moments, but Space Jam is pretty iconic. I think we'll go with that one. The Pistol. I haven't seen that. Is that like a Pete Maravich movie? Coach Carter, pretty good. I think I got to rock that one. Here we'll take Happy Gilmore. Waterboy, longest yard. We're taking Waterboy here. Here it is. Here's Remember the Titans. Easy invincible. Cool runnings, easy cool runnings. Some of these are pretty straightforward for me. This one is not as easy. I'm gonna say Moneyball, but White Man Can Jump is also great. Moves on the right side are much better. They probably are a little bit, yeah. I'm taking Moneyball, but I do really appreciate White Man Can't Jump. Space Jam or Coach Carter? I mean, as an adult now, I'm taking Coach Carter. Happy Gilmore. Their music finally stopped. Yeah, let's throw it back on. Shoot, now we just broke the thing. I'll hit refresh. Yeah, easy Remember the Titans. Pretty easy Moneyball for me. It's hard. I said this when I was considering making my list. It's hard to compare a comedy to a more serious tone. Like a drama and a comedy, it's tough to match up. Oh yeah, Great Iron Gang. They didn't have the first Rocky in this. Unless they meant for this Rocky Balboa to be the original Rocky, we didn't get Rocky 1. I don't know if I would always say this, but for today, I'm thinking Coach Carter. I prefer the serious tone, I think. This could have been a finals, honestly. This could have been a finals matchup. It's Remember the Titans, but this could have been the end. And we'll take Remember the Titans there. Yeah, and that was always going to win. All right. I have another one at least of these. As I said, if there's other brackets you guys want me to look up, like ideas, I'm open to doing that because it's kind of just a chill hangout stream. We probably won't go too much longer, but I have TV series up next, which I'll probably take your guys' input a little bit more because I likely haven't seen all of these. I'm going to quickly step away. Should I leave this on the screen? I guess we could. For you to think about Barry or Doctor Who. We'll leave that up maybe. All right, appreciate the patience. As I said, I have this one, and we'll see if we do any more afterwards or not. So this is TV shows, and I'm gonna try not to expose myself too much as not seeing all these shows. I've not ever watched Doctor Who. Barry, I thought was decent. I didn't finish it, but I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, Remember the Titans won. It was a pretty easy victory for that one, honestly. Moneyball was probably its biggest competition. I agree with you, Chris, too. Sandler films generally good. Happy Gilmore 2, I would say worse than Mid in my opinion. I thought it was bad. I know Mid is kind of like a open-ended definition, but I thought Happy Gilmore 2 was just straight up bad. I'm picking Barry here though. Black Mirror Altered Carbon. Ever seen it? I was gonna say it looks like Anthony Mackie. Yeah. Black Mirror, pretty great. It's a little bit depressing to be honest, but it's pretty realistic at times. I've actually not watched Hustle. I did hear it was pretty good. He's like a basketball coach or whatever. Hunters or Luke Cage? So I haven't seen either of these. I assume you guys have probably more likely seen Luke Cage. I'll go with the chat recommendation on this one, just because I do not know. I don't even know what Hunters is about. I know Luke Cage is like a superhero. Dude, they love to throw the executive producer names on there. Jordan Peele, like, he probably had nothing to do with this. That's the same thing with like him. He was an executive producer there, which I think he regrets. I think I heard he fired somebody because he wished he had weapons instead of him. Luke Cage wasn't terrible. That's all right. We'll go with that. I've at least heard of Luke Cage. Chernobyl or Dark? I've not watched Chernobyl. I've heard pretty good things about it, though. I have watched most of season 1 of Dark, and I have not been able to get into it. Like, people always describe it as like a similar to Stranger Things, but it's in German, right? I just feel like I can't get into it. I've tried to watch it a couple times. I think I'm like, I don't know, 5 or so episodes into the first season. And it just has not pulled me in, but people love it. You talking about Black Mirror, Chris? I would say if you have not watched Black Mirror, I recommend it. It's kind of like a Twilight Zone anthology show. I will say though, do not start with episode 1, season 1. Because when I watched it with my wife, we started it when season 3 was out. So our first episode was like the one where it's like Facebook likes or whatever. Because Netflix like accidentally put that one first, so we thought we were on the first episode of the first season. And then we went back and we watched the actual like first few seasons. And the first episode of season 1 is like way different, I feel like, than the rest of the show. So I would almost recommend starting elsewhere than the beginning. Like it's a weird episode. Not that they're all weird, but it's like a little bit too much. I'm assuming Chernobyl I would probably like more. We'll pick Dark just because I've actually watched it, so there's some reference at least. Californication, Big Bang Theory. Never watched this. I'm not a Big Bang Theory fan. But once again, because I've actually watched some of it, I'm gonna have to pick it, I think. Dexter or... is the show on the right? Is that is that show? That's not the show, the anime where they like dig out of the tunnels, is it? Feels like it could be. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna pick Dexter regardless here, but that may be what that is. That's the sucky part about some of these like tier list or bracket fights. If they don't have a name on it, I'm like, dude, I don't know what that is. It kind of looks like the anime where they're like digging out the tunnels, which was decent, but I'm gonna go with Dexter here. Avatar or Ruby? Rooster Teeth made it? Okay, interesting. I have not watched Avatar yet, but I feel like I would like it more, so we're gonna go out based off of vibes. Mr. Robot or Vikings? Never watched Vikings. I've watched season 1 of Mr. Robot, and it was decent. So I think we pick you. True Detective or Happy? I've never watched Happy. True Detective, I mean, varying scales of quality, but season 1 was pretty good, so I'll pick that. I know. I need to watch. Actually, I was gonna watch the they had a movie just come out on Paramount of when he's like older that I heard pretty good things about. I thought about watching that to see if I like it, and then going from there. But I, at some point, probably will watch Avatar. There's just so much animated content, especially. Atypical or Big Mouth? I've not watched either of these. I'm familiar with both. Like, this is kind of a crude animated show, right? And this is somebody trying to like find their place in the world. Watch the series. Did you watch the new movie at all? I'm gonna go with Big Mouth, just off of vibes again. It's Always Sunny or Love, Death, and Robots. I watched a little bit of both of them, to be honest. I'll probably go It's Always Sunny. It's funny. Jessica Jones. Okay, they like the Marvel stuff here. Jessica Jones or Iron Fist? I mean, based off of just the pictures, I think I lean Jessica Jones, but I don't really have a strong pull either way, to be honest. Heaven's on your list. Yeah, it had, I think it got like at least like an 8 out of 10 or above. Way How I Met Your Mother for me. I'm not a big Friends person. Iron Fist sucks. That's not good. Ooh, I have not watched Atlanta, but Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. This is weirdly combining anime with live action, which, in fairness, when I did my top 10 shows, I kind of did that too, so we'll go Brotherhood. Friends? No, we killed Friends off, unfortunately. Devilman Crybaby? Is that what that says? Or The Last Dance, which is the Michael Jordan documentary. That was like the popular thing during the pandemic. I mean, we're picking The Last Dance because I have not watched whatever this is. The Witcher versus... Is this Attack on Titan on the right? What is this? Kind of looks like Attack on Titan. But I've only watched a little bit of that show, so I don't really know, maybe. Some parts kind of look like Vinland Saga also, but I assume it's Attack on Titan. Yeah, some of these are like very weird matchups. Like, why don't you put anime with anime for the first round? I only ever watched episode 1 of season 1 of The Witcher, and it was fine. I imagine it only goes downhill when we took Henry Cavill out. I like The Witcher as a concept. Still not positive what this is on the right. I just saw more photos. Like, are those Titans up top? Like, he's wearing like the pants, like he's doing like the swinging around thing. I think we're gonna just assume that's what this is, and we'll pick that. Let's just go with that. Okay, so we're doing the left side still. I'm gonna go with Black Mirror here. Just based off of, because I've seen it, it's gonna be dark. I'm hoping the right side's a little bit better than this left side. Dexter for sure. I keep debating going back and watching the old Dexter seasons and doing videos on them, but I've not. I assume I would like Avatar better, but because I haven't seen it, we got to go Mr. Robot here. True Detective. It's Always Sunny. Shoot. Why you got to put the two good ones against each other? Like, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is a lot of people's like favorite anime of all time. I haven't finished it yet. I'm on like season 4, I want to say. I probably should finish it before my Netflix expires. But How I Met Your Mother is one of my... It's probably, well, The Office, but I was gonna say it's one of my favorite sitcoms of all time. Just way different vibes. It's hard to do the comparison. It's kind of like the sports comedy versus sports drama thing again. I'm gonna go How I Met Your Mother. I mean, because I'm more certain about all this, I'm gonna pick The Last Dance. It is a good sports documentary. Black Mirror here for sure. Dexter for sure. Very similar, Mr. Robot and Dexter there. Ooh, True Detective or It's Always Sunny. I'll take True Detective there. How I Met Your Mother. I'll take Dexter there. Gonna take How I Met Your Mother there. Honestly, these are like the two shows I watched in the early 2010s. Late 2000s, early 2010s. These were the two shows I binged. Yeah, I've not watched it yet. I still need to. It's on my list for sure. It's only one season though, so I probably will be able to go through it quickly. I'll at least need to watch. I've not finished Boy Meets World, honestly. I'm still like 7 episodes from the end. I plan to at least watch like the first episode. Do you think the first episode will tell me if I like it or not? Because some shows, there's always those shows where people are like, oh, you got to wait until episode 1 billion to see if it's for you. We're taking Dexter here. So it'd be nice to know, like, if I watch episode 1 and it doesn't vibe with me, do I bail or do I keep going? What is it? I have not heard of the Taboo or Taboo. It's Breaking Bad here. Afterlife, Peaky Blinders. Is that what's his name from the British Office? Kind of looks like him. I've heard good things about Peaky Blinders. I haven't watched either of these, so I'm probably gonna pick that, but it's not a strong choice. I don't know what You're the Worst is, so BoJack Horseman takes it there. I'm learning when doing this. I've only seen parts of a lot of TV shows. I've not seen all of American Horror Story. I watched like the beginning of the first season. This looks like this actually would be kind of fun, but we'll take American Horror Story. Cowboy Bebop or The 100. I've actually not watched either of these again, but I like the vibe of Cowboy Bebop, honestly. I heard the live action of that wasn't that good. I think they canceled after 1 season. Ooh, Legend of Korra, I've heard good things about. Walking Dead, I've actually watched though, so we're gonna pick that. Okay. Yeah, I really enjoyed How I Met Your Mother. That was a classic. Watchmen or Archer? I've not watched either of these. I know what they are. You guys have a preference here? I have 0 input on either of these, to be honest. I watched the Watchmen movie. That counts. I know people kind of heavily love Archer on FX. Archer? Yeah, I feel like that's the more like popular show. Haunting of Hill House or His Dark... I don't know what His Dark Materials is. On BBC, okay. I thought Haunting of Hill House was decent. I'm gonna pick that. Defenders or Daredevil? Maybe another blast. I haven't seen a bunch of these Marvel ones. I've not seen either of these. The only Marvel show I watched was Punisher. I know Daredevil has like a tie-in to that, so I'm gonna pick you. Game of Thrones or American Gods? I don't know what American Gods is. Game of Thrones, another one I've started. I need to go back to at some point. I've heard people hate the ending though, so it doesn't make me very optimistic about watching it, but we're gonna pick Game of Thrones. Ozark or Rick and Morty? I've actually not seen Ozark. I know that had kind of a cult following. Rick and Morty is decent. It's a little bit too ADD for me, but it's funny. Never heard of Final Space. I've at least heard of you, so I'm gonna pick you. Sherlock or Steins Gate, huh? I kind of wondered if that one earlier was Code Geass or not. I'm gonna pick Steins Gate just off of name recognition. I know it's beloved, so. All right, Stranger Things here. Handmaid's Tale, I did not watch. Mandalorian, another one. I've watched the first episode, thought it was decent. Hollow, or I've never heard of The Hollow. Looks like it'd be kind of fun. Have you guys watched this at all? A Hollow? I may have to write that one down and see if it's worth checking out. I did not watch Westworld, but I know people loved it, so we're gonna go with that one. Breaking Bad here. I think I like the vibe of American Horror Story, so we'll pick that. Walking Dead. Because I've seen it. Also because I've seen it. They didn't have The Punisher on here. Also because I've seen it. That's the stipulation for round 2. If I've watched it, you get picked. Okay. Breaking Bad. I'm taking The Walking Dead here. I've watched more Rick and Morty, but I think I would like Game of Thrones more. Stranger Things. This is a tough matchup. Breaking Bad or The Walking Dead? It's probably Breaking Bad, but it's close. Stranger Things here. Stranger Things here. What's up, Lex? I was writing, and we'll take Dexter. Just kind of been screwing around doing. We did some games, and now we're doing some bracket fight stuff. I don't know if there's any other one worth doing, but we had Dexter reign supreme on the TV shows, as I kind of would have thought. Here's kind of the movie categories. There's not a lot of great options. I think a lot of them are kind of lame. It's like, oh, who's the hottest, the most attractive? I'm like, I'm looking for the actual movie, not the actor. Just for fun, you just started Breaking Bad? I'm assuming that your group had seen it before, right? Pixar villains. Could that be a good one? Some of that's gonna be have to based off memory though. We'll maybe pass on that one for now. I was gonna do A24, but I realized I apparently have not seen as many A24 films as I would have thought. Oh, so you just kind of like casually put it on. Makes sense. Wait, I don't want to go to last page. We'll maybe do one more if I can find one worth doing. Pixar shorts, do they still do those today? I think the ones I think of is like the chess one or like the clouds one. Where's the top 32? What are we comparing here? Celeste versus Avatar, The Last Airbender? Is that a mistake? I mean, I'm kind of curious to see how this bracket will go. I think we'll give this a try. I don't know what the heck this is. Yeah, I'm gonna do this bracket. This will be the last one we'll do. But we have games mixed with movies, mixed with anything. I'm taking Celeste because I haven't watched Avatar. Yeah, I got through like 4 or 5 seasons of The Walking Dead. Gravity Falls or Rocket League? I mean, Rocket League isn't really what it used to be. I feel like when Epic bought them, they kind of sank it. I've watched some of Gravity Falls and it's kind of funny. But Rocket League kind of was a unique idea. Playing soccer with cars. I'll pick Rocket League, I guess. That was kind of a spur of the moment pick. Spirited Away or SpongeBob? We're taking Spirited Away. Inception or Demon Slayer? These are kind of the brackets I kind of like, where it's like, why would that be matched up? We're taking Demon Slayer. Silent Voice or Wii Sports Resort? I have not seen this, so just kind of by default picking you. Avengers Endgame or Phineas and Ferb? We'll pick Endgame there. These are both weak for me. Phineas and Ferb, I guess. Baby Driver or Kung Fu Panda? We're picking Baby Driver. It's a fun movie. Celeste. Ooh, actually, I'm taking Demon Slayer, but I do like Spirited Away. Endgame here again. Baby Driver. Demon Slayer Celeste. So tough to do different forms of media. Taking Demon Slayer. I'm taking Baby Driver, honestly. And honestly, that final probably would have been Celeste and Demon Slayer, like the other bottom bracket. I don't know your name. We're taking Steins Gate here. Pac-Man World 2 or Ratatouille. I guess we're taking Ratatouille. Ooh, Infinity War or some basketball anime. Infinity War. Logan or Into the Spider-Verse? Taking Into the Spider-Verse. Both really great films, though. I don't know the Fablemans. We're taking Minecraft, I guess. How to Train Your Dragon 3D, or we're taking Spy Family, actually. Invincible or Monsters Inc. Invincible. Let's go. Breath of the Wild or Mario Kart Wii? I don't feel like either of them are great for me. I've not actually consumed Steins Gate. I've heard it's like amazing, but Ratatouille, just because I know it at least. Ooh, Infinity War Into the Spider-Verse. Probably two of my favorite Marvel superhero movies. We'll take Infinity War. Spy Family. Invincible. Infinity War. Invincible. Honestly, Invincible, I think. Then we'll take Demon Slayer. What a bizarre bracket, but kind of fun. All right, before we wrap, should we do some guess the game? We'll do 5 guess the game. That's not what I meant to do. Do 5 guess the game before we conclude. Let me close all these tabs. All right, where are we at? Okay. So for anyone new, this is guess the game. We're shown picture. We have to guess what game it is, and we'll do 5 correct answers. Wrap things up for today. What does this say? Something Haven? Kind of looks like a post-apocalyptic a little bit. We're doing zombies? Dying Light. 2, sure. 83%. Okay, we get some blood. Devil May Cry. We have a gun now. This looks more like a Metro game, right? PS3, though, makes me think like Resistance, Killzone all the time. It's a Killzone. Oop. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna send on Resistance because I'm running out of options. Resistance 3? Sure. Whew, okay. When I think of PS3, I always just think of like exclusives on that console and like Killzone and Resistance. I guess like Uncharted and Last of Us also, but it comes like FPS games. Honestly, the first Resistance was almost a sell for me. Like I almost was convinced to get a PS3 because of it, because you're just like fighting alien monsters. This doesn't look that good. What was the Insomniac was the dev? I don't know if I realized that. 83. Okay. Curious why they don't make Resistance anymore. If the franchise kind of like faded, but all right, 4 more correct answers. Tetris 99. 9%. This looks like a little bit older than I was thinking. Star Wars? PC. We've done the whole Half-Life, haven't we? RTS. Uh-oh. I'm not going to know with this, I don't think. There's so many RTS games. 89% was pretty good, though. I don't know. Heroes. Hero Must Die Again. 2000. Star Force. Barking Dog Studios. What a name. I don't know what this is. We're fighting in space with spacecrafts and an RTS kind of game. Sure. Homeworld Cataclysm. Not heard of it. All right. Still 4 more correct ones. Okay, this is also giving RTS a little bit. Maybe just the angle, though. We got some trees. Could be a misdirect. Because we could be like dropping in, maybe. Sure. Okay, we're driving here. PC. PC games always get me because I did not play a lot of PC games historically. Although 2023, maybe that's a hint. City Skyline 2. Oh, you lucked into that one. Would I have ever guessed that? I don't know if I would have ever. I played briefly the first one on PlayStation when it was a free monthly game, but it feels like it's meant to be played on a computer, to be honest. Kind of doesn't look remotely like it, to be honest. Like, there's not much of a city here in any of these pictures, other than kind of here. All right, 3 more. 1 million destructible. Something in the background. Crash Bandicoot. 72%, not great. Time Splitters. PC and VR. Uh-oh, VR. Got me messed up with VR. Something simulator. FPS puzzle elements. We've already done Half-Life Alyx, right? So I don't think... Oh, man. Just write VR, see if something pops up. Maybe it's super hot VR, actually. Isn't that a thing? Stress level 0 is the dev. It looks like a little bit like Portal, to be honest, but that'd be Valve anyway. Yeah, I'm not gonna nail this sucker, so let's just send it. Boneworks. Never heard of Boneworks. All right, 3 more still we need to get. This is a helicopter. We're just flying through the city. For some reason, I always want to say Crackdown, so. Could it be a Batman game? Could be Darkness. Also kind of reminds me of Evolve. Action. Or like a Deus Ex, maybe? What did it say this was on? 360? 2009. Dude, I don't know what this is. Dead or Alive? It's a FromSoft game. So is that an Armored Core? It's gotta be an Armored Core, right? 3? Ninja Blade. Oh, this was prior to me playing FromSoft games. Huh. 68%. They kind of made their name after like Demon Souls, Dark Souls, it feels like. All right, still 3 more. Well, 3 more we gotta get. This looks like an old PC game. It's not StarCraft. I got nothing. I got nothing here. Oh, is this Metal Slug? This looks like a Metal Slug for sure. Apparently not. Game Boy Advanced, huh? Huh. Looks like a beat 'em up. Or like maybe it could be like a tower defense. Defender. Turn-based strategy. Oh, I know the name of this too. What is this? I never played these games, but this looks so familiar. I don't know. I think I know the name of this though. It's a franchise, I'm pretty sure. I got nothing though, honestly. Blanking. Still looks like Metal Slug, to be honest. Yeah, these little tanks, like the shape of them is very memorable. I think we skip. Advance Wars, yep. I never played it, but I've heard of it. Could have gotten that one, maybe. Still 3 more we gotta get, dang. The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. I keep sending on Half-Life games, but the score... Halo 3? Yeah. I kind of lucked into that one when I typed HAL, but I was like, yeah, actually, when I look at it, this does look like Halo 3. That would have been obvious, a little needler action. This is the first level, I believe. I'll have to go back. I did a Legendary co-op, but I never did it solo on stream. Maybe we do that at some point. All right, 2 more. Yakuza. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you get lucky in the first one. All right, one more correct. Fortunately, that would have been a nice one to go out on. Although this looks like a fighting game. This is either like a Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat-esque. Which one do we think looks more likely? I think of Mortal Kombat, to be honest. Mortal Kombat 2. Nope. Felt good about it. I felt so good about it. Send it on all the other fighting franchises. Arcade. Okay. Am I gonna know this? I don't think I'm gonna know this. I mean, I don't know a ton of fighting games, to be honest. It's not Soul Calibur, but I got nothing here. 96. What other fighting games were there? Shoot. Start typing fighting and see what happens. Team Ninja. I feel like I've played whatever this is, to be honest. This does feel like something I would have played at an arcade. I just don't know the name, to be honest, right now. Yeah, we gotta move on. Oh, Dead or Alive. We literally guessed Dead or Alive earlier. I should have at least thrown that out there as a guess. They've changed a lot over the years, but I should have probably thrown a guess out there for that. All right, still need a close out here. Right. Rashona Roof makes me think Assassin's Creed. That's how you go out. That's the way to go out. 89%. Pretty dang good. That's higher than I would have thought. Brotherhood? People like Brotherhood that much? All right, cool. We will call it there for today. Thank you guys for hanging, whoever hopped in throughout the stream. I know we kind of did a few different things today. I kind of felt like streaming, but not necessarily like playing a game on stream. So we did some of the similar rotation, just a little bit longer, I would say. But yeah, appreciate you guys for hanging out. I mentioned at the beginning of stream, I did film a review video for the end of Oak Street. So I'll hopefully edit that soon. Hopefully get it out in the next like couple days. So keep an eye out on that. And yeah, not sure rest of week streaming wise what the schedule will be. Maybe tomorrow, but probably will depend on what else is going on. So but you guys have a great rest of your evening, and I'll catch you guys next time. All right, adios.